Governor Babajide Sanwo-Olu has called for stronger interstate collaboration to prioritize the passage and implementation of protective laws that guarantee sustained funding, end stigmatization, and support inclusive service delivery in the fight against HIV/AIDS. The governor, who made the call at the closing ceremony of the 7th National Council on AIDS, proposed the institutionalization of quarterly inter-review meetings of state agencies for the control of AIDS. Olubukola Akinkolusho has details.
Let's continue to work together, continue to collaborate and strengthen the response.
After 3 days of deliberations at the 7th National Council on AIDS with the theme Advancing National HIV Sustainability Agenda in the Changing Global Policy on AIDS, stakeholders in the health sector are resolving to improve the living standards of people living with HIV. The ultimate goal of this conference remains clear, and it is to address the existing gaps in HIV policies and program implementation, ensuring that no one is left behind in the journey towards an AIDS-free Nigeria driven by ownership and sustainability.
For the subnationals to take ownership of the HIV national response. The donor partners have been doing a lot in this regard, but like we said, they are beginning to transition gradually. And I think we should turn the challenges to opportunities for us to, own the response as a government that is responsible and responsive.
Governor Babajide Sanwo-Olu, represented by his deputy, Dr. Obafemi Amzat, calls for a stronger collaboration and a paradigm shift from dependency to sustainability, fragmented responses to coordinated systems, and from ad hoc programming to long-term strategic planning.
The resolution adopted during this council must therefore, I'm sure, reflect collective wisdom, experience, and aspiration of our nation in fighting this menace. But they must not remain on paper. They must find lines in our budget of various states, in our policies, our legislative actions, and above all, in the lives of our people. Because the overall intent must also then be that the rate of contacting HIV must continue to slow down. We must educate our people to understand that in the first case, there are ways to prevent the contraction of this illness.
The issue of funding, according to the Chairman House Committee on HIV, AIDS, Tuberculosis and Malaria Control in the House of Representatives, seems to be a challenge. He therefore assures that his committee will advocate for the increased domestic funding for HIV/AIDS intervention.
We in the Parliament will continue to advocate that the Nigerian government must take the lead in the fight against AIDS by increasing funding to the sector. And on our own part, we must commit to approving increased budgetary allocation to the sector and the provision of legislative interventions that promote comprehensive health care, support research, and ensure access to quality treatment and strengthen partnership that are crucial to our collective success.
The resolution at this conference will serve as the guiding light in the prevention, treatment, and overcoming the hurdles of HIV/AIDS, as government must be responsible for managing the profile of people living with HIV/AIDS and make the drugs cheaper and more accessible to the people. Olubukola Akinkolusho, LTV News.